Hello again everyone. In this video tutorial we are going to solve this given quadratic equation by completing the square method. Let's go ahead and get started. The very first step is I want to make sure only x variables must be on the left hand side. That means this -2 must go on the right hand side. So what we are left with right now is 5x squared minus 6x. When you move this -2 on the other side becomes positive 2. So far so good. The next thing I want to make sure, the next thing you must be careful. We have the leading coefficient over here is 5. This must be 1. So how we can make it 1? By just simply dividing by 5. If you divide this one by 5, we must divide by 5 across the board. So our problem is going to look like x squared minus 6 over 5x equal to 2 over 5. Now the next step, I want to make sure you understand this one over here. I want you to look at this part only. The coefficient of x, 6 over 5. Don't worry about this negative sign, just this one, the coefficient of x without that sign. I want you to put it somewhere here. 6 over 5. Now I want you to divide this one by 2. It is same as dividing by 1 by 2 is same as multiplying by 1 over 2. Okay, just keep in your mind. Let me rephrase again. 6 over 5 divided by 2 is same as multiplying by 1 over 2. So once we do this one, we're gonna get 6 over 10, isn't it? If we reduce it, we're gonna get 3 over 5. And then the next step is I want you, whatever you got this one, you must square it. So this is the quantity that we're gonna add on both sides of this equation. So let's go ahead and take care of that one. So x squared minus 6 over 5 x plus, and then I'm going to put down 2 over 5 plus. So let's go ahead and add that quantity on both sides. I'm going to put down 3 over 5 square and 3 over 5 on both sides, since this is an equation. So the next step is we look at this one on the left hand side part. This represents a complete square, and that complete square is x minus 3 over 5 square. Now you might be wondering, how did we get this thing? Just look at this x. X just came over here, and this 3 over 5th, this came down over here, and whatever your this negative sign is, this just came down right up here, equals to, we got 2 over 5 plus 9 over 25. Now let's go ahead and simplify these two fractions, and I'm going to do it over here. 2 over 5 plus 9 over 25. See right now 2/5, if you want to, we want to make sure we must have a same denominator, 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 5. So that's going to give you 2 times 5 is 10 over 25 plus 9 over 25. So we got 25 as a common denominator, 10 plus 9. So that means we got 19 over 25. So I'm going to just write it down, this part, as 19 over 25. And on the left hand side, we still have x minus 3/5 square. So the next thing is we want to solve for x. So we must get rid of this square. By doing that thing, we must take the square root on both sides. Okay, so what happens is this square and square root, they are gone, they undo each other. We left with x minus 3 over 5 equal to positive or negative. I can break down this radical as square root of 19 over square root of 25. And then we're gonna do the next thing is over here, you can see over here, so x minus 3/5 equals to positive or negative square root of 19 over 5. Now I want you to move this negative 3 over 5 on the other side, so this way we can isolate. So x is going to be simply equal to, once you move this negative 3/5 become positive 3/5 plus or minus square root of 19 over 5. Now we're going to split these positive and negative sign. So one of our solution is going to be x equal to 3/5 plus square root of 19 over 5, and the other solution is going to be 3 over 5 minus square root of 19 over 5. So thus our solution set turns out to be a 3/5 plus square root of 19 over 5, and the other one is 3/5 minus square root of 19 over 5. However, if you are interested in decimals, we can do that one as well. And if you use a calculator, square root of 19 is approximately equal to 4.36. I want you to just plug it in. So this way we're gonna get x value. And our solution turns out to be x is approximately equal to 1.472, and the other solution is approximately equal to negative 0.272. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.